What's going on, guys? My name's Corrupt, and today we are in Exit Humanity to show you guys why witches are the strongest troop at Cwl-Ndl-9, and we're going to be featuring this one against 2 Mama, as this was a potluck war, I believe. And we are going to be checking out General Pepper hitting King Anub TM from 2 Mama, and he's going to be obviously using the Witch Slap, or a stoned Witch Slap. And this one you don't see too common, but it is still a very strong strategy that many people may not know or use a lot. So this is a very strong strategy, and especially with the new buff to the witches. So here comes some wall breakers to break into that cannon compartment, and the queen is actually going to target onto the other side. Since the witches on the other side are making a very nice funnel, they're actually able to allow the queen to stay on track and not go with the kill squad, but is going to meet up with them shortly. And you can see that even though the queen didn't go along with the rest of the kill squad with the king and stuff, she still was able to get a ton of value and was also able to get the expo on that one side without the rest of the kill squad coming in to get it. We are going to see that he still has bowlers, he still has golems, he still has his hero's abilities, and there is a Tesla farm, but it isn't going to be a big problem. He is going to pop his king's ability right there and doesn't really have to pop the queen's ability. And notice how the enemy queen is still up. Those witches did get hit and they died out, but that is okay because he still has witches on one side of the base, and he also has the queen's ability. And notice how there really isn't that many defenses left. Pops that queen's ability and gonna times 2 through this, but you can obviously tell that he is gonna get through this base and get a nice 3-star for Exit Humanity. As you can really see, those witches really make a difference, especially creating that funnel with their DPS and HP buff. It really makes them as strong as hogs, except maybe a little bit more spammy, I guess. There you go, the queen is helping, trying to get to that altar, but gets it. So good job to General Pepper. And next, we're going to be taking a look at Mayor Bucketman hitting Kolavich. I think that is Russian, maybe. But, again, Mayor is going to be using Witch Slap, and with this one he's going to be using I believe this is a Cold-Blooded with 1 golem. But again, no witches or no healers. So this is more like well, I guess it's still a Witch Slap, but you can obviously tell he's no healers. And look at all the devastation going through the core of the base. Uses a bunch of spells right then and there. Uses a rage, double jump. Probably didn't mean to put 2 jumps, but he did fail, or he fell short on the first jump. So he had to use that second one pretty early on. But it isn't going to be a big deal because he has a ton of witches on both sides of the base, as well as the king and queen's abilities still intact, as they're going to get through the rest of the sides of the base. And he does pop the queen's ability. King's ability still has yet to be used. However, the queen is going to go down, but king still has his ability, and he's going to be able to tank times 2 through this part, as well, it's basically the rest of its cleanup, because those witches are going to make quick work of the rest of the base. And obviously you can tell with this buff, many people may not be happy with the spam meta, but this is still one strong strategy. If it gets you 3 stars, it gets you 3 stars. So, good job to Mayor. And next, we're going to be looking at Snorlax hitting Falcorum from 2 Mama, and they are going to be again using a Witch Slap. They're going to be using one with the healers this time instead of the other 2 that we saw with no healers. And this is basically your standard, but it's just showing you guys why this strategy is the strongest right now, and it will probably be the strongest. You can see that there is a live attack, but obviously we are not looking at those lives, and instead we are looking at Witch Slap. And that was probably a Town Hall 10 one attack too. But you are going to see that he does double poisons the enemy CC, rages up the kill squad, and he is going to be able to get into this base nicely with the one jump, and then he will be able to use the second jump to get deeper into the base. He's also able to get all the way down to those air defenses. However, he's going to get a ton from the double jump, as he's also going to be able to take out the X-Bill thanks to the witches as well. And you can really see that there isn't that much left. The golem does split at the top, but that is fine because there's still so much tanking left. You still got the Skelly's tanking, pops the King's ability, still has the Queen's ability though, and he will really not have to pop it until really needed. He pops it right there. She's going to target the gold storage, but she is going to target the rest of the defenses, and we are good for a 3-star. So good job to Snorlax for showing us another 3-star, well, for showing us a 3-star using witches. And this is exactly why witches are very strong right now in this current meta. They really wreck most base design types. If a base design has a way to defend it, then obviously it will defend it. But with this, it just shows that this strategy is very, very strong. Notice how on this base, you really can't use healers, and that is exactly why he's not even using healers. He doesn't have any healers, and he's just going in with a full-blown witch slap, no healers. However, he doesn't really have that many defenses to go through with his kill squad, as he's going to rage up his kill squad, and they're all going to go into the base, really no problem. Was able to get both Expos and like 3 wizard towers with it, so that was a lot of good value, and you really don't need to hit to the queen specifically at the start of the raid, which is really, really good, and it really just shows how strong this strategy can be. The queen and king have been defeated already thanks to the king. The queen still has her ability, and she's gonna really help get through the rest of the base. So this was a very, very, very good example of how you should be using different type of witch attacks. If the air defenses are staggered, like in this base, don't use healers. If they aren't, then, or like deeper in the base, for those that are in random spins, then definitely use with healers. Those witches will stay up no matter what, and especially with their HP and damage buff, I actually do think that they are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the Town Hall 9 meta. So anyways, this was a great 3-star by Mayor again, able to get that 3-star using the witch. And that is going to do it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more content like this, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new, or if you want to see more content like this. If you want to join the Circle of Clans, it's going to be down in the description. If you want to join my community Discord server, it's going to be down in the description. If you want to join Exit Humanity, will be down in the description. That's the video. See you guys next time.